What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you having a great day. I hope all you had a great holiday weekend, a great Christmas weekend. Um, I hope all you got everything you wanted. And if you got something you didn't want, I hope you kept the receipt and take it back. I'm just saying. Um, so anyway, getting into this episode. Um, uh, this episode wasn't bad, but it could have been better, but it wasn't too bad. Um, Nina, listen, I respect her tenacity. I respect it. The way she stood up to Cassandra that way. And she grabbed her hair and stuff like that. Because the thing is, you don't play with somebody's kids. Even though that's not her daughter, that's her stepdaughter, doesn't really matter. You don't play with people's kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt like Cassandra was definitely taunting Nina and Valentine by coming in there with a gift for Charlotte. Number one, how did you even know that she was even gonna be there? And you just had the gift in your hand. How did you know? Are you stalking them? Are you following them? Like, how did you possibly know that they were at Kelly's at that specific time? And you just so happen to have the gift in your hand. And I'm glad that Nina grabbed her here because to let her know that, stay away. Don't come near her daughter, her stepdaughter. Stay away. Keep your distance. You know what I'm saying? Um, I have a feeling though, by Nina grabbing Cassandra's hair like that, you just made a mistake. Cause I'm telling you right now, Cassandra, she may look like a older woman who don't have no power, but those are the types you don't want to underestimate. Um, and that might just come back to bite Nina. Even Valentine told her, "You should have let me handle that." You know what I'm saying? From here on in, let me handle it. And I agree with Valentine. Let them handle it. Nina keeps inserting herself into this situation. You just might make it worse. You know what I'm saying? Because Valentine obviously knows that this woman is dangerous. You do not want to mess with her. And by you grabbing her hair like that, you just fired the first shot. So now she's gonna have to retaliate. And when she does, it's not gonna be pretty. I'm just saying, Nina, I respect the boldness, but you might want to fall back because I don't think that was a smart way to play it. Just chill out. Chillax. Um Maxie and Nathan, Nathan is still on this kick about who his daddy is or whatever, and if the baby gonna be healthy, so they went to go see Dr. Nero. And she basically told him, like, far as she know, the baby's healthy. There's nothing wrong. But they're gonna keep running tests as the pregnancy continues, obviously. But it's clear that I understand that he's worried about the baby, but it's obvious that he really wants to know if Victor is his real dad. Like this is what he really wants to know. Even Maxie can sense it. Like he really wants to know who his dad is. Even when they were at Kelly's diner and stuff like that, after Nathan left, Maxie was trying to be on some slick stuff and grabbed a piece of Valentine's hair and just covered it up by saying that she was trying to straighten out the back of his suit jacket or whatever, trying to get them together. I think I know exactly what she's gonna do. She's gonna run Valentine's DNA along with Nathan's DNA because if Victor Cassadine is his dad, then that means he would have some blood relation to Valentine because they would be cousins. Since Victor was Valentine's uncle, they would be cousins. So if there's no biological connection between the two, then Victor's not his father. It's impossible. That's highly impossible. Um, I like this. Maxie was slick with it though, the way she did it, and I like it. That she gonna get answers on her own. She said, you know what? Let me just run and go get these answers. I like that though. Maxie, she is so loyal. She is down for hers. Like, and I'm glad she didn't tell Nathan what she was doing. Like, I'm glad she wanna be, a little slick about it. So anyway, Peter August was all up in Sam's office or whatever. I still don't trust this guy. I don't know what it is about Pete. I don't trust him. I just get this vibe like he's up, like he's a snake in the grass. I don't trust that man. I don't. I don't know, it's something about him. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something about him. Him and Dr. Nero. It's something about both of them I do not trust. But I'll get on her in a minute. Um, he went up in Sam's office trying to get her basically to do an interview, her, Drew, and Jason. I said, as soon as you said Jason, I said, yep, that's not gonna happen. That's how you know you a newbie. Cause Jason don't do public speaking. Hello. And he's definitely not gonna. I don't care what he might agree to do for Sam. I doubt he would agree to do some public interview, and Sam wouldn't even be dumb enough to ask him that question. Sam don't even want to do it. But at the same time, I felt like Sam and Drew needed to put out a press release. I'm pretty sure they got a PR person. Every company has a spokesperson or whatever. Why not just have your spokesperson read a letter or something that you wrote or Drew wrote to address the situation to the public? Get your spokesperson on this, or you and Drew can go do a press conference or some type of Diane Sawyer type interview. Y'all are the new, owners of the company, co-CEOs. Y'all should be at the forefront, and you have to do these interviews and stuff. That's how it is when you're a CEO of a company. You have to publicly do interviews. That's what it is. So they should have done that. Call up somebody, do like a Diane Sawyer, Barbara Walters type interview, and just let the public know what's going on with the company. Let them know. That's all Peter was trying to get her to do, but Sam was like, nah, we're not doing that. But if you do it, you're in control of the story. That way you don't have a bunch of different media outlets, a bunch of different, public, people putting out rumors and speculation. You control the story. You can give them the real, like what's really going on. It's coming from your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That way, the rumors and speculation it would go away because you're publicly speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? They need to get in control of this story instead of sitting back trying to do nothing about it. If you're not going to publicly speak, like I say, prepare a statement and give it to a spokesperson for the company and let them go out and speak. That's what other people, that's what real companies do a lot of times. The spokesperson handles it. So, even if you don't want to give an interview, let that person deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Get control of this thing. So anyway, Lulu, she running around town or whatever. She talking to Valentine, and I felt like in her tone of voice, she was trying to accuse Valentine of tampering with the ballots. Lulu, how can this man tamper with ballots when he wasn't even in town during that time? He didn't come to town until 2 years later. Why would he tamper with a mayoral election when he wasn't even living in town at the time? And why would he care about who becomes mayor? It ain't no benefit to him at that point. It was more beneficial to Nicholas. I feel like Lulu is afraid to run this story fully, like as far as dig deep for the truth. She don't want to dig deep because she's worried about Spencer. She's worried about her mother, and she doesn't want to ruin Nicholas's reputation. Seeing as how with everything that was going on, his reputation was, dwindling at that point. She doesn't want to throw more dirt on his reputation, which I can understand, but at the same time, she needs to understand something. If you're going to be a journalist, you have to dig deep for these stories. You have to, you know, do a lot of digging, you have to fact check, you have to do all of these things. But I agree with Dante though. There's no real evidence that Nicholas tampered with these ballots. There's not, so there's really no need for her to go deeper into it at this point. Not at this specific moment, but if they do get any type of proof, then she should get on top of that story. But she was there though when they found out that the ballots were legit. Those were valid ballots. What pissed me off with Lulu today, not pissed me off, but it showed how much of an amateur she is. She ran straight to Sam's office. Sam wasn't there, but Peter, told her, congrats on your story. She kept worrying about becoming a writer for the paper. But mind you, you're sitting on a big lead, which is the valid, the validity, the tongue twisted, is that the ballots are valid. You should have ran with that story immediately. You should have ran with that lead immediately. Even Peter was like, "Why are you standing here? Go run that story. Go run that lead. You have a lead that the other reporters don't have. That's big. I would have been on that immediately." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you wrote one story, but your job is far from done. You still have a lot to do for this particular story. This ain't over. This is a huge story. Just because you put it out there that it was, tampered with and stuff like that, it's still a lot more to the story that you have to do before you can even become a writer on the paper, you know. And that's what Peter was trying to teach her. Like, yo, run this story. When you get new leads, you got to run with it before another reporter get the lead too. Because once that reporter get it and he or she go run with it, you're asked out. Go run with that lead. Um. So anyway, Anna and Finn are in the boxing ring or whatever. She trying to teach him self defense. You know, since he's gonna be working for Cassandra and stuff like that, and Cassandra is considered dangerous, you might want to get some self defense about you so you can protect yourself because you don't know if she got guards or whatever the case may be. Um, she knocked Finn down a couple times, which was hilarious. But you could tell the chemistry between the two of them. Like you could tell they feeling each other. But they just don't want to admit it at this point for whatever reason. I think they just want to keep it strictly professional. Plus, he's kind of still on the rebound from Hayden, so it's understandable. Um, but I like them together. I really do. I don't know why Anna keeps trying to talk him out of working for Cassandra. It's already done. You know, what more can you do? He's gonna work for her. You just need to, be his backup and chill out. So anyway, Sonny went to go see Drew. And I understood where everything Drew was coming from because he was like, his feelings towards Sonny are not really his real feelings. Those are Jason's feelings. Those are his memories. So it's understandable. But I do commend Sonny for going over there trying to make peace, trying to rectify the situation because he felt like him and Carly and everybody did treat Drew bad when Steve Burton and Jason came back. They when Jason came back, they treated Drew like an outsider. They treated him like he was nobody, like he didn't matter anymore, like he wasn't their friend, and it was hurtful. So I'm glad that he went over there to try to correct it. But I am glad that Drew brought up a situation. Like he brought up the fact that Jason pretty much does whatever Sonny want him to do. And see, this is what I have an issue with. And this is why I was hesitant about Steve Burton coming back because I didn't want him to go back into that lapdog mode. You know what I'm saying? Drop whatever you're doing because Sonny and Carly are having a crisis. They always have a crisis, and they always call Jason to come fix their crisis. Like he was their fixer. He was their enabler to just go ahead and do more dumb stuff so he can go ahead and fix everything yet again. And I don't want that. We've been there 1,000 times, and we need to be done with that. It's 2017, almost 2018. We need to be doing different things with Jason, new things, not letting him run to, you know, um, Sonny and Carly's beck and call, like some little slave. Like, no, 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 no. This is why I kind of like Sam with Drew because even though her feelings might not be 100% legit towards Drew, um, he's willing to put her first. He's not willing to, put Sonny and Carly above her. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. No man should put anybody above his wife except God and maybe the kids. That's it. But nobody else should come between your spouse, like, ahead of your spouse, especially not your friends. No, not your mama, not your daddy, not your brother, not your sister. Nope. So I respect that. Um, what else? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Am I forgetting somebody? I really feel like I'm forgetting. Oh, Kim Nero. I, I don't trust her. I really don't. Something about her just seems slick to me. Like she and Sam were sitting there talking or whatever. She basically told Sam what we already knew about her relationship with Drew. She didn't really say nothing new. But she did stop by the penthouse and she gave Drew that CD that he made for her back in '02, '03, whatever, back in like 2003. So, um, with some music up there, whatever. And maybe if he listened to the CD, it might jog a memory or something. I was like, okay, but I just don't trust her. It's something about, I just feel like she's leaving something out. That's how I feel. Like, you're not telling the whole story. Like, I feel like there's more to the story than what she's just telling. It could be. Like, with new people, I just get a vibe from them that everything's not what it seems with them. Even with Peter and Kim, it just seems something fishy about them. I don't know, but hopefully we get some answers pretty soon. But anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what you thought about today's episode. If I forgot something, let me know. But hit the comment section, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace.